Originally, Big Mickey was created by David Mitton and Robert D. Cardona, and would first appear in Munitions, the 5th episode of Tugs, though his model was also reused for the series' first episode, Sunshine, and continued to appear in the rest of the series. In terms of Thomas and Friends, Big Mickey would make his first appearance in Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon, an episode in Season 3, and largely would remain as a background prop, unloading and loading miscellaneous things at the docks. Though surprisingly, in Season 24, he would gain his first speaking role in all of Thomas and Friends, that being in Thomas's Animal Friends. He also takes a basis of a USN 20-ton tower crane. But before we talk about his character and a little bit more about his biography, let's take a moment to talk about his Gauge 1 model, the one first seen and used in Tugs. Now, Big Mickey's model was built out of plastic moldings and styrene card to standard 10mm to the foot, and the model itself had 2 motors and gearboxes in order for movement. One was used to turn the wheelhouse, and the other was used to control his winch, and both of these features were controlled from the same remote. At least 2 different prototype faces were sculpted for him, but ultimately both would go unused in the show. These both would have required an iMech, which would have been fitted into the wheelhouse. It's possible that the reason Big Mickey never gained a face in Tugs is because he was already filled with too many wires and electronics. He also had another face made known as Snatcher that was used in a deleted scene from Ghosts, but as well ultimately went unused. After production on Tugs ended, Big Mickey's model was bought by Britt Allcroft and reused in Thomas and Friends commonly. He was repainted with a softer gray and had his megaphone removed, along with other minor modifications. However, following his trip from the Canadian shooting from Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Big Mickey's model was damaged and had to be partially rebuilt. Changes to the model include riveted steel sides, a new hook, his hoist end became covered, his crane arm became longer, his wheelhouse walkway became square, he gained a new base, and he also increased in height. On August 24th through the 26th of 2019, the model was leased from HIT and later put on display at a Star Tugs Company exhibition. However, beforehand and following such, the model itself was in HIT Entertainment and Mattel's storage. I believe that's where it is now as well. Now, as we all know, in 2009, Thomas and Friends switched to CGI. Like most of the other characters, Big Mickey was recreated from scratch in CGI by Nitrogen Studios. Overall modifications to Big Mickey during his CGI introduction include an overall increase in size, a wider wheelhouse, his crane arm becoming taller, and a new cream-colored paintwork. And with that out of the way, let's talk a little bit more about his character. Big Mickey works at Brindham Docks, and during his early days, used to unload mail from the mailboat into Thomas and Percy's mail vans. Once Big Mickey was transported to work at Knapford Harbor, and had a job which involved him using a grapple bucket to lift stone. Sometime later, he worked alongside Cranky, where he used to unload cargo from ships. He once had to unload a boiler from a ship, but accidentally swung it and knocked Edward off the tracks onto his side. Later, when Gator was leaving Sodor, Big Mickey loaded him onto a ship while Cranky was being repaired after his crane arm broke. And again, in the 21st series, he took everyone by surprise by finally speaking and having a face, becoming a part of the dockside crew with Cranky and Carly. Like he wasn't already that. Personality-wise, Big Mickey was a silent type for a very long time, mainly because Cranky has quote-unquote never said a single word to him.
So now you speak? You've been standing there silent all these years, Big Mickey, and you've never said a single word.
Well, you've never said a single word to me either.
Communication? Just like I was saying.
And as such, very little is known about him. That is, casting aside his known personality from Tugs. Although it can be assumed that he is not the best at communicating, as Salty put it. He's been shown to be cautious in his work, and does care for his friends, as seen when Salty fell into the ocean, and he's also been shown as a good worker throughout the entire series. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the history of Big Mickey, or at least what I could find, or more specifically, a model spotlight on Big Mickey, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe for even more train content, and if you guys would like to see more videos like this, instead of just focusing on the model, more focusing on the character, be sure to let me know down below in the comments, and also comment who on. If there's any character you guys would like to see specifically, be sure to let me know as well. As always, guys, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.
Never said a single word to me either.
Communication? Just like I was saying.
Welcome to the team, Big Mickey.
You 3 cranes will be just like those 3 musketeers.
All for one, and one